Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and the money continues to pour into XRP as the price surges. And check this out. A crazy number of new XRP accounts is now being created. Probably not surprising, but definitely worth being aware of, and it's kind of awesome. So I want to highlight it on this channel. Like, if you compare the number of new XRP accounts being created on a daily basis to what was happening just a little over a year ago, the numbers, I mean, there is no comparison. You can compare them, but there is no comparison, as they say, even though you're actually comparing. But whatever. I digress a little smidgen, but I'm going to cover that. And also, I have opinions from three very popular figures in the world of crypto. Each has hundreds of thousands of followers. All of them do not like Ripple and do not like XRP. They have all offered very poor advice and or predictions having to do with XRP, which have proven to be utterly wrong. And so I want to highlight some of this. And I also want to set a proper tone, though, because this is not to be a jerk to them, because I want to be clear here. These are people who are, like, at this point, I mean, they're public figures in crypto who have spoken publicly and about Ripple and XRP. I don't think necessarily that these three individuals are being rude or mean to people. It's just, if you feel that way, you might want to look inward, because here's what I've observed as a 37-year-old man in life. It's that people, when they hear, if they care about something, if they hear something that is anti something they care about, if they hear an idea that is different than part of their own, especially if it's something they feel strongly about, people take those things as a personal attack, even if they shouldn't. That's why it's kind of dangerous to talk about religion and politics, because even if you have no intent to offend, if you have an opinion that's different than somebody else's, you risk offending them. So I just want to be clear here. I'm not saying that these individuals were trying to be jerks. I don't think they were necessarily. I think that they have very poor opinions about Ripple and XRP, and they made very poor predictions about where the price is going to go, and that's pretty much all that it is. And I think that given the massive impact that they've had and people that are following them, I want to go ahead and set the record straight and see, like, look, you see that this is what these very popular figures have said. They have led you astray. And so I do think that it's fair and worthwhile to highlight this stuff. It is, I admit, it's kind of comical to, now that we know how things have unfolded, to see how unfortunate their predictions were, because some of them are pretty bad. You're going to see in this video. But I'm not doing this to make fun of the person. I'm here to challenge their ideas, because I think their ideas are poor. I don't think they're bad people. I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't have any reason to think that there's anything wrong with them from that perspective. I'm going to challenge their ideas and highlight that their predictions and the way that they've been approaching this all has just been terribly wrong. But I do want to be clear that that is all that this is. There's no venom coming from me or anything like that. I think that this is fair game. They're speaking publicly to hundreds of thousands of people. I've got a little bit of a platform here on YouTube. I think it's perfectly fair to talk about this stuff, as long as we're all being civil, and that is what I want. And so, you know, I do like that most of the XRP community has been pretty damn civil about this. But before I go any further, I do want to be clear also, I don't have a financial backer of any kind. I'm not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. As I record this, XRP is at $1.06, and Bitcoin's at $57,833. Market cap just a hair under $2 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance sliding down to 54.16%. Also, it's in the wee hours in the AM of April 7th right now, and I'm going to show you a chart. The reason I want to make sure I mention that is because I have data, even though it is April 7th as I record this, I've only got data for what I'm showing you now through April 6th, because that was the last full day here. And so what's on your screen right now? This is the chart, the one in the middle of your screen, that shows the number of new accounts activated, XRP accounts. And it just goes back roughly, it's the last month. So it's from March 7th through April 6th. And you can see here, you know, we're averaging, what, about 2,000, a little over 2,000 accounts per day, maybe a bit higher than that, for basically an entire month. And just for frame of reference, in the early part of last year, just a little over a year ago, we were averaging more like about 500 accounts per day, new XRP accounts. Now, what's happened over the last couple days as the XRP price has been exploding? And what have I said about people chasing the shiny, the green candles on the charts? People just dive in. They don't want to buy an asset when it's cheap, which sounds stupid. They want something that's been verified by the masses because then it feels safer to purchase. But if it feels safer to purchase, then it's probably, there's going to be less of an opportunity. If it's not completely gone, and I don't think it is gone with XRP, that's not why I said that, there's less of an opportunity the higher the price goes. And that, I'm saying that's true of XRP and pick your asset. If it's going to keep going up, the later you buy. So you kind of get what I'm saying here. But look at how humans are behaving. It's just worth being aware how humans behave. And I just don't want to behave like this. So I'm not. I went ahead and positioned myself when it was scary and less certain that XRP was going to move up. And now it has moved up. And I don't think it's anywhere near done. You know, I do think we're going to be seeing XRP hit its all-time high again at some point and then enter a new realm of price discovery. Don't know exactly what the timeline will look like, but I do believe it will happen this market cycle. So you saw on April 5th, you saw new accounts created, 6,275. And again, just a little over a year ago, 500 per day was normal. Then the next day, April 6th, we saw new accounts, new XRP accounts, 8,327. And my friends, I'm telling you, this, while it's a lot comparatively, even this is going to look like small taters when this is all said and done, because when the real euphoria hits, don't be surprised if you see tens of thousands of new accounts created per day. And don't forget also that XRP ran to almost $4 last market cycle when there were only about 1 million XRP accounts ever created. Today, it's more like 2.7 million. So from 1 million to 2.7 million accounts since the last market cycle, do you think, especially with more money flowing in, that when XRP takes off, it's only going to make it to its all-time high? Does anybody think that? Feel free to drop a comment below. I do love diverse thoughts, but I think it's going to go, personally, I think it's going to go much, much higher than that. I don't make price predictions. I'm not a chart guy, and I don't want to pretend to be. I love researching fundamentals and just talking like your everyday Joe Schmo. That's it. But that's firmly how I feel. And so to see this, I mean, think about this: from 500 accounts a day on average to where it is now, that's roughly a 16-fold increase in number of new accounts created per day, just at the current level. And you know, there can be lulls when there's pullbacks or less excitement, this or that. Fine. But wait till the euphoria kicks off and we're heading up back to the previous all-time high. It's going to be insane. I'll keep highlighting this metric because it's worth being aware. It's like tracking this, tracking volume, tracking price. Like, be aware of all of these things, and then just understand how humans behave. And they're doing what I've been telling you they do. They don't want XRP, but now they don't want it as cheap. But now that it's much more expensive, you got 8,000 people in one day like, oh, I'm very interested in it now. I love paying a premium for cryptocurrency. Da, 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 da. And so, and if you're one of the people buying it, I'm sorry, that might sound mean. I'm not trying to. I do want to be clear. Like, I do think it can go substantially higher than it is today. It's more so the people that I'm more. I don't know if critical is the right word. The ones that I really want to highlight, it's the ones that were aware of all of this in particular over the last few years and didn't want it in particular. Like, to me, that's a little bit worse. To people that are new to crypto and you just found out about this, that's a little bit different. That is a little bit different. And luckily, even at its current price, XRP, it still hasn't gone parabolic. So for me, like, when's the point in time, and I've said this on the channel, not just about XRP, when's the point in time I'm going to quit buying a cryptocurrency? It's when it's gone parabolic. So I have bought some coins during this market cycle that are a lot more expensive than they were, say, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. I've done that, but I'm also recognizing that they're very far off from their all-time highs. Or considering the all-time high plus where you'd think it would go after price discovery. And so even just back to the all-time high, 4-fold increase from here more or less. But if chart analysts that I follow are correct, XRP could be going to upwards of $30, which would represent a 30-fold increase from here. And then even buying at $1, yes, you're going to look pretty genius. So yes, would I like a 30-fold increase? Of course. But I'm glad that my average buy-in, I actually didn't literally calculate it, but just kind of ballpark it in my head. I think my average buy-in for XRP over a span of almost 3 years when I was purchasing was about 25 cents. So I'll take that over $1. Again, I'm not saying there's not any opportunity, so don't think I'm being all negative here. I'm just speaking in a general sense about not just XRP, but just crypto in general and how humans are behaving here. Now let's get into some fun stuff about some of these XRP and Ripple haters. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. I had a great time following all of this. And again, none of this is with venom. It's worth highlighting this stuff. And if I made a bunch of predictions that turned out to be complete garbage, then somebody should absolutely highlight that I made a bunch of predictions that came out to be garbage. That would be fair, right? I mean, I think if I did that, somebody would, I would deserve somebody coming after me. And that's also part of the reason I don't make predictions, because like, I don't want that, and I also don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to predictions, so that's not my game. That's not my game. I'm just more of a buy and hold type of guy, and understanding how humans behave, and just getting a grasp on news and fundamentals, all that. That's more so what I like, and most about being involved in the world of crypto here. But here is XRP, not just XRP, but he is an XRP chart analyst, a credible crypto with 148,000 followers, and he was tweeting about two cryptocurrencies. One was XRP, and one was HBAR. And HBAR, I'm not going to get into what it is. If you don't know, feel free to look it up. It's pretty interesting, but it's earlier this year is worth about 3 cents, and it ran up recently to about 45 cents and pulled back a little bit. So massive, massive rally here. And so Credible Crypto wrote the following. XRP, I should mention this too. This is on March 25th. XRP coiling up on the chart like an HBAR barian. Ripple putting pressure on the SEC in the lawsuit, and some very valid reasons as to why XRP should and could be relisted by major US exchanges. A massive pump is on the horizon. I hope you're prepared to be a part of it. And so that tweet went all over the place. It also got picked up by crypto media. And there is a YouTuber out there named BitBoy Crypto. As it turns out, I'll just assume that he's telling the truth. He says that he is the biggest cryptocurrency channel on the entire planet on YouTube. I think I believe that. I hadn't watched a video of his before today ever. I'd heard his name here and there. Had never seen a video before today. But I went to his channel, and he's got 765,000 subscribers on the YouTubes. And he does not like Ripple. He does not like XRP. And so this is not to say anything bad about, this is not about him. This is about the ideas these people hold. I like to challenge them, and they have every right to challenge my ideas. I just like to keep it civil, so that's what we're doing here. Somebody named Justin responded to Credible Crypto, this is March 29th now, and wrote, thought you'd like to see BitBoy Crypto just called you delusional on his live stream for this tweet. Looking forward to his future serving of crow. And now we've got the benefit of hindsight, so we know how things unfolded. Here's a tweet from Justin, and this is April 5th now, and he wrote, here we are exactly 1 week later. BitBoy Crypto, quote, XRP isn't going to do anything until the lawsuit is settled. The technical analysis doesn't matter. This guy is delusional, end quote. And then Justin writes, I'm sorry, I can't hear you from how high XRP is popped off. Could you say it again a little louder, please? And so he's having a little fun with that. And so it's just fascinating. So this guy with the largest cryptocurrency on the channel on the entire planet doesn't know something so crucial to how cryptocurrency markets historically have behaved and how they're behaving right now. And it's something that I've been talking about for years on this channel, which is that even though I care about fundamentals, and maybe you do too, the market does not. The reason that cryptos popped off, and I do mean every single mid and large cap coin last market cycle, every single one went parabolic, and they all had the same exact market structure, even though they didn't pop off on exactly the same day or week or whatever. They all popped off, and if I showed you every single chart for every one of those cryptos and then took the labels off, you would say, is that the same chart? They looked exactly the same. Now, they didn't all pop off because of fundamentals. That is an indication that this is a nascent asset class, and people are not sufficiently parsing out the differences between cryptocurrencies. That's it. How can you not be aware of that at this point? If you're heavily involved in crypto, how can you not know that? Of course that's the case. And so, of course, XRP was part of that last market cycle. Of course it's going to be again this market cycle. And this is not me offering financial advice, and I'm not going to make a price prediction, but I firmly believe that concept to be true about all mid and large cap coins specifically. Every single one will pop off this market cycle parabolically, and the charts, this is my for fun guess, I bet like the last market cycle, they're all going to look about the same graphically when this is all said and done. And so to think that Credible Crypto was, quote, delusional for just recognizing that well, first of all, the fact that the market moves in tandem, but more specifically that XRP, even if you just look at XRP, the technical analysis in a vacuum, if you deny that wasn't going to override what you view to be negative fundamentals, you are nuts. Like, it's always technical analysis over fundamentals. Add a little splash of fundamentals, maybe, fine. It's always technical analysis behind that little splash of fundamentals. That's it. My gosh. And so, we called out Credible Crypto. Then XRP did take off, and then Credible Crypto wrote delusional. And this is, oh, by the way, this was on April 5th now. Credible Crypto, delusional. One of the many colorful terms I have been called recently for saying XRP is getting ready to pop off. That was a week ago. We are up 60% since then and just getting warmed up. And then there was this. Yeah, here we go. So Justin Hall, just yesterday, April 6th, had a little bit of an update. BitBoy Crypto, largest cryptocurrency YouTuber on the entire planet. He put out a video in which he apologized for calling Credible Crypto delusional. See, seriously, he did. And to his credit, I give him credit for that. That's fantastic. And Justin noted this. He responded to Credible Crypto's tweet there and wrote, "Damn, you actually got a legit apology from BitBoy Crypto. It felt good watching." And then Credible Crypto wrote, "Agreed, apology accepted," and tagged BitBoy Crypto there. And so cool. Awesome. Credible Crypto being an adult as usual. So that's one. Here's a tweet now. Oh, this is fun too. I just wanted to share this. Yesterday, Credible Crypto wrote, "Let's break $1 now. Go on, buddy. You got this." And somebody named Andrew saw that and wrote, "Remember when retail investors were super excited about XRP in late 2017, buying in at $2 and then getting slaughtered a few weeks later?" Yeah, and so Credible Crypto wrote, "Remember that was the peak of the bull run and not the start of it?" And so in case anybody's wondering, like, wait a minute, XRP, my gosh, it ran up to $4, almost $4. And people they did get monetarily slaughtered here, so which means they got figuratively slaughtered. Most people would say literally slaughtered because they literally don't know when to use literally or figuratively. So they got figuratively slaughtered. And you got to understand, again, there's more people in this now and there's more money flowing in. And so that's why it wasn't the case with Bitcoin provably at this point. Bitcoin is now triple, roughly, what its previous all-time high was. And if XRP is going to triple that, it's going to be somewhere close to $12. But it could go much higher, mind you. It could. I don't know if it will, but it could. Especially if you consider that Bitcoin's not done. Like, what if Bitcoin does go up to $80,000 or $100,000? Well, okay, so then what if XRP goes fivefold its previous all-time high? I mean, maybe that would be closer to $20 then. And look, I don't know. I'm just saying here, it depends on how high Bitcoin leads the market. That's what this is really dependent on. It's not about a functionally XRP being used. It's people speculating that are pushing the price up. That's it, right? And so to think that it's scaring out a purchase because it's over $1 at $2, well, you make your own buying or selling decisions. I'm not offering advice. For me, I'm not concerned about it collapsing at these levels. Me personally, if I were, I'd get out, but I'm not getting out. I'm going to wait until it's much higher. All right, and then let me jump into... Oh, yeah, here you go. Peter Brandt, another Ripple hater, and he's also an XRP hater. He said some pretty ridiculous stuff, I would say. And so this is another situation, to be clear. It's not about the man saying it. It's not about the person. It's about challenging the idea, because I think that the idea doesn't make logical sense. And so he's called Ripple a scam. He's called XRP a scam. He's put out charts that indicate... wow, XRP, pretty scary to be purchasing right now. What are you doing? It's that type of sentiment until now. And so today, after the rally has happened, I'm going to show you what he said, and then I'm going to show you what he was saying before the rally happened, because it is rich. You're going to love this. Have you popped your popcorn yet? I mean, come on. I know like this video is going longer than I intended, I can already tell, but I hope if you hadn't popped your popcorn yet, if you want to pause the video, I'll be right here. If you want to like do that, and then you can like kick your toesy woesies up, get all relaxed, and we can see what the XRP haters had to say here. So shout out to Daniel on Twitter here, who tagged me along with a few others and wrote, hey, I know you talk about this guy. And yeah, and I have talked about his chart analysis because I actually think Peter Brandt here is a great chart analyst. I just can't trust what he says about XRP because his bias against it bleeds into his analysis of it. And so I can't trust it, but I'll trust his other stuff because I do think he's good. And so that's why I keep saying again, you got to separate the bad ideas from the person. You got to do that if you're going to be an adult and be civil. Just because somebody has a belief about something different than you, it doesn't mean that they have to be your enemy necessarily. And so he has 455,000 followers, and he tweeted this positive thing out about XRP, even though he hates it. He hates XRP. He wrote, "This is called a compound fulcrum and can be quite a powerful buy signal." And this is an XRPBTC chart. And so I didn't even Google what that is. I don't care. I'm not a chart analyst. I'm really not interested in learning chart analysis. But he thinks this chart is this is a positive indication that XRP is going to go way, way, way higher. Okay. Well, what did he have to say on March 13th? Well, he shared the XRPBTC chart when it looked like this. This is March 13th before it popped off. And you can see at this point, my gosh, the disparity had really widened between XRP and Bitcoin in terms of performance. If you look right down here where I was circling, so this would be March 13th this year, it cost a whole lot more XRP to buy one Bitcoin than it did back up here where I'm circling, in 2018. How about that? So that looks scary. My gosh, it's just going down, right? Well, what have I been saying? Where's the opportunity? The opportunity is greatest in recognizing opportunity before like the masses get it. And so right down there, to me, I thought that looks like a pretty good opportunity. To me personally. Now, I stopped buying XRP in early October last year because my bags are packed. Let me assure you, my bags are packed. If I didn't stop, seriously, I had a problem. Like, I had to stop. But here's what Peter Brandt wrote. So he shared this chart, which is intended to scare you, and he wrote the following on March 13th this year, before XRP popped off. "So, all those who swallowed the XRP ripoff narrative from Ripple Labs' hook, line, and sinker, how's your stash doing?" Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Brandt, it's doing quite well. It is doing quite well. Here on April 7th, 2021, it is doing fantastic, and thank you for trying to scare people. And it's so funny here, because, even if you think, like, oh my gosh, even with he not being a fan of Ripple and XRP, this is another chart analyst. He knows how markets work. And he's pretending here like fundamentals matter. He's still, like, he has to know better, right? Don't you think? He's a very successful, knowledgeable chart analyst. He is skilled. And here, he's pretending like it's fundamentals. Oh, yeah, got you. Ripple really got you. They tricked you out there, you sucker buying XRP. They really got you, you idiot. But the reality is that XRP is just moving along with the rest of the market. Not down to the second, the minute, the day, the week, so on and so forth. Historically, this is true. And I think to this point, it's provably true as well. We'll see how this market cycle ends, and if I'm wrong, fine, I'll admit it, but it doesn't look like that to me. So that was one. So that was March 13th. He shared the same chart, XRPBTC, November 6th, 2020. Now, mind you, XRP had been in a terrible bear market for years at this point. November 6th, 2020, so XRP must have been, what, 25, 29 cents, somewhere around there. It was, whatever it was low, 22 cents. It was somewhere around there, right? November 6, 2020. Now, mid-November is when XRP started rocketing for the first time like that in a long time, probably years, really. And XRP went from that level to almost 80 cents. So before it took off, and like I highlighted so many analysts on my channel saying, hey, this thing's about to take off. I'm seeing all of their opinions aligned. Just so you know, this thing really might go. I haven't seen this before, but I've got so many XRP analysts saying this is about to pop off. But Peter Brandt was an outlier. He didn't think it was going to pop off. Now, of course, I highlighted it when he said this, and I was like, well, be careful, though, because he doesn't like XRP. It's probably, his bias has got to be bleeding into the charts, I would think, or just be aware of it, the possibility. And so here's what he wrote on November 6th, just scaring people off from XRP again. He wrote the following: "Dead cat bounce after 32 straight red days. The best trading practice is to be long the strongest member of a category when long, short the weakest when short. Don't be long the weakest, hoping upon hope to catch up." And so he's saying the exact opposite of what I firmly believe to be true. You make your own decision. But the opportunity, given that this market moves in tandem, the opportunity was to purchase when there was this disparity. Not that there's not opportunity now, but that would be much greater opportunity now that XRP is worth 4 times that, right? And so he's pretending like that's not a thing. You know, when you get these big gaps, because the last time you saw a chart like that, and I mentioned it at the time, the last time you saw that disparity on the XRPBTC chart, at that point in time anyway, the last time you saw that, XRP went from 20-something cents to almost $4. So if you just look historically about it, and if you just understand how the market moves, like none of this makes a damn bit of sense here. And then there was a Crypto Michael. And again, I like him too. You know, like I follow his analysis. I think he's good at what he does. I've highlighted him on the channel a number of times, but he doesn't like Ripple, doesn't like XRP, and that's fine. He doesn't need to like it. Like I don't think less of him as a human because of that case, and I keep stressing that because it's important, because humans by nature seem to have a really hard time with that. So I want to be super clear. I'm going out of my way to make it crystal clear. This is not about him personally. It's about his wrong predictions and poor ideas on Ripple and XRP. And I don't say that to insult him. I'm challenging his idea, and I think that's perfectly fair. It's the right thing to do. And so here's, I tweeted this out. And I wrote these negative XRP tweets, which are only a few months old, have aged like a fine milk. Oh yes, the finest of milk. And so here you go. Here's the first one. This is from December 31st, 2020. So just just over a week after the scary news about the SEC going after Ripple. Michael Vandepop wrote the following. The year 2021 will be the year where Ripple will still not break the $1 price level. Oh, that one hurts a little bit. Already hit $1.11. That doesn't get any better, though. Let's look at some of the other tweets here. From Michael Vandepop. This is December 29th, 2020. I don't know why people are focused on buying XRP when there are tons of great undervalued projects out there with a significantly better return, or he wrote R/R. Actually, I don't know what that stands for. I was thinking return on investment, but he wrote RR, and not getting delisted. Better projects that are undervalued. What's more undervalued than XRP? Fine that not everybody's getting sued yet, but holy hell, like, if you think that's going to be a problem for XRP, good luck with the rest of the freaking asset class here. So that didn't age well either. And then there was this from Michael Vandepop. January 16th, 2021. Polkadot takes over spot 4 over XRP by market capitalization. Just a matter of time before Cardano, Chainlink, and Litecoin surpass XRP2. Ouch. Yeah, XRP's currently number 4 in market cap. Binance Coin has surged up there, which I don't believe had happened at that point in time, January 16th. So without Binance Coin, it would actually be back in the number 3 spot. So this one's really not aging well so far either. And then there's this one, which is my personal favorite. This is from January 15th, 2021. My very favorite. Great place to probably wrap up the video. Or did I have another one after this? Oh yeah, actually I did have another one. Okay, so I got a couple more for you. Peak high predictions for this bull cycle, and he wrote Bitcoin $275,000 to $350,000. Think about that. Bitcoin's around 60,000 now. He's saying 275,000 to 350,000. Now maybe that will come to pass. I don't know. It's probably unlikely, but it could happen. Okay, I'll give him the possibility. And then for XRP, what did he write? 50 to 60 cents. Come on. Oh, I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at how poorly that turned out. It's not about him in the person, but my gosh, how can I not chuckle a little bit at how disastrously off that is? This is why I don't make predictions. I would be disastrously off too. But he's a chart analyst, and he is making predictions. So we're going to talk about it because he's got almost 200,000 followers. So here you go. So he said that for the market cycle, 50 to 60 cents, it hit $1.11, and we're nowhere near the top yet. That's what I think anyway. And then Michael Vandepop wrote this. XRP Maxis coming after me. All good guys, congratulations. Oh, and by the way, actually I should mention this first. When I tweeted that out, he did see that, and he responded to what I wrote. And he wrote, LOL, I knew this was going to happen. So, like, he's certainly a good sport about it. He's not like, I'm not offended by anything he wrote. He's not offended by what I wrote. This is how adults should be able to engage. So he's great on that front. But he did write this. XRP Maxis coming after me. All good guys, congratulations. XRP is currently up 870% since March 2020 low. You deserve it. Oh wait, Bitcoin is up 1,400% and Ethereum 2,400%. And so I wrote the following. Who are these XRP Maxis? Almost no XRP Maxis exist. Most holders of XRP are also Bitcoin holders and or other alts. It's much easier to find Bitcoin Maxis out in the wild. And I didn't hear back on that one, but I believe that firmly to be the case here. And then, since he did write that XRP was up 870% since March, but then he compared Bitcoin and Ethereum's performance since then, I wanted to highlight something because he said Bitcoin's outperforming XRP. Bitcoin up 1,400%, Ethereum 2,400%. And so I wrote the following. XRP haters like to selectively choose a time frame which creates a narrative that Bitcoin outperforms XRP, even if more recent price activity indicates reality is the opposite. XRP is up 378% this year, while Bitcoin is only up 100% this year. And so this is what you see Ripple and XRP haters do. They selectively pick their timeline so they can paint a narrative about how XRP doesn't perform. They ignore that the market moves in tandem. They ignore that XRP was substantially outperformed Bitcoin and XRP last market cycle, rallying somewhere upwards of like 80,000% compared to its market cycle low. And they pretend like there's no more opportunity for XRP to go up. Wait until this market cycle is done. I bet the charts are graphically going to look the same for Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP. Except for since XRP was valued so much lower, the opportunity for the multiplier effect, I believe, will be substantially greater. So there we go. All right, I'll wrap up there. Let me know what you think. I know this is a longer one. I never know how long these videos are going to go when I start recording. So, you know, if I can, I always keep them 10 or 15 minutes. But my deal is, the policy on the Moon Lambo channel is, they go however long they need to go. So if they're longer than normal, they're just longer than normal. I know most people like a little bit shorter. Sorry, but here we are. So I'll wrap up. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.